everyone! So for our second story time, we are going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day theme. So everything we're going to do is going to be leprechauns and gold and clovers. So I hope you're as excited as I am for it. Let's get started. So for our St. Patrick's Day book, we are going to read Natasha Wiggs' The Night Before St. Patrick's Day, illustrated by Amy Wummer. So let's get started. 'Twas the night before St. Patrick's, the day to wear green. Not a creature was stirring, except Tim and Maureen. They decked out the den from ceiling to floor with streamers and rainbows and shamrocks galore. Later, they carefully made traps with gold charms and rings. I bet we'll catch a leprechaun. They love shiny things. For if they caught one, so the legend told, they'd find where he buried his big pot of gold. They set all the traps round the room with great care, in hopes a wee Irishman soon would be theirs. The children then nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of golden coins danced in their heads. "Happy St. Patty's," said Dad early the next morning. Then he started to play bagpipes without warning. He huffed and he puffed an old Irish song. Mom dished out green eggs and sang loudly along. When, from their bedroom, there arose such a clatter, the kids ran down the hallway to see what was the matter. And what to their wondering eyes should appear but a terrible mess. A leprechaun was here. "Be quiet," whispered Maureen. "He's hiding somewhere. When we find him, remember, we must hold his stare. For if you look away, if you so much as blink, leprechauns vanish, quick as a wink." The children trailed muddy footprints back and forth across the floor, which led them under Tim's bed and past the closet door. And then, inside a trap, they heard someone giggling. A real live leprechaun. They both saw him wriggling. His eyes, how they twinkled, his body so tiny. His hands clasped a trinket so golden and shiny. He was dressed in all green from his head to his toes, and he looked like a cobbler wearing fairy-sized clothes. The children approached him, staring straight in his eyes. "Tell us where the gold is. Don't be tricky. No lies." "I buried it under a rock, smooth and hard. It's marked with an X, right in your backyard." But when the kids went outside with their shovel and pick, they instantly saw it had been a big trick. "Ha ha! I fooled you. It's time to disappear. Happy St. Patty's Day to you, and better luck next year." So, to go along with our St. Patrick's Day theme, we are going to be making a leprechaun trap. So, before we get started with our leprechaun trap, I just wanted to remind you that you should get help from a parent, guardian, or other adult in your house. So, since there are so many ways that you can make a leprechaun trap, I decided to break it down into 4 simple steps. So the first thing you're going to want to do is construct your box. The second thing is to create your climbing system so the leprechauns will be able to get into the box. The third step is to make your gold. And then the fourth is to set your trap. So step 1 is to construct our box. So the first thing you want to do is choose a box that's big enough to catch your leprechaun. I used just a box I had around my house. It doesn't need to be fancy, just big enough so you can catch a leprechaun in it. The second thing you're going to want to do is tape up 3 of the 4 sides, and you're going to leave the other one out as a platform your leprechaun can use. The third thing you're going to do is decorate your box using paint or construction paper. I use spray paint, but you really want to work with the person in your house to see what's the best way to decorate it. So our second step is to create a way our leprechaun can climb up into our box. So one way to do that is to use a piece of twine or string to make a rope. Just tie little knots every so often so the leprechaun has little footholds to climb up. Another thing you can do is make a ladder, which I will show you how to do. So this is how I made my ladder. I took just a random box I had, a smaller box, and I cut the two sides of it off, the two side panels, and with the help of an adult, what you can do is make little holes in the cardboard going all the way up. And then I used lollipop sticks, or you can use any type of other small stick, and put it in the holes so it creates a ladder. And yeah, there's your ladder. So our third step is to make our gold, to lure the leprechauns into the trap. So I took just little stones that I found in my yard, and you can paint it with either gold or yellow paint or anything else you have in your house. And the idea is to make a little trail of gold leading to your trap, so they'll want to go up the ladder and into the box. So our fourth step is to set our trap. So the first thing we want to do is use a stick or other piece of wood or just straight pathway-like thing that you're going to put from the platform side of your box to the other side. And then in the middle, what you're going to want to do is you're going to very loosely tie a piece of ribbon that leads from the pathway to the bottom of the box. Then you want to set up a little trail of gold going from the outside of the trap up the ladder, and then you're going to put gold at the bottom. So when the leprechaun comes up to your trap, he'll see the trail of gold and he'll follow it, and then when he goes to climb down the ribbon will fall into the box and he'll be trapped. Congratulations, you've made your leprechaun trap. Just remember though, leprechauns are very sneaky and tricky, especially on St. Patrick's Day. So be ready for anything when you set your trap. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.